Hello, my name is Caden Campbell, and this is my daily briefing speech. So the article I've chosen is called 9 Benefits of Taking Coenzyme Q10, which is a vitamin supplement. And I found this article on healthline.com. It was written by Arlene Semeco. She has a Master's of Science, and she's a registered dietitian. It was written and published on October 12, 2017 to that website. So I chose this article because I'm kind of a health nut, at least I'd like to think I am. And so I take lots of vitamins. I try to take a high protein diet. I try to exercise regularly. So that's why I was interested in this article. And I feel like it's important for people to know about stuff like this. I feel like a lot of people just like go buy a multivitamin at the store because they feel like they should take something like that. And I used to do the same thing, but I think that now I pick and choose because I know what certain vitamins will do for my body. And so that's kind of why I was also drawn to this article. In the article, she makes a lot of really good points. She talks a lot about how CoQ10 decreases with age, like a number of other things that the body produces naturally. CoQ10 is produced naturally within the body. And you can find it in a lot of foods. You don't have to go buy a vitamin in a bottle at the store. You can find it in a lot of muscle meats, fatty fish. Some vegetables carry it, like spinach. Some of those super vegetables, like they call them. Some fruits have it, oranges, strawberries. You can find it in seeds and pistachios. And then some oils, like sesame oil, it also has CoQ10. The big thing with CoQ10 is that it helps with cellular energy within the body. She talks about that in the article. It's also an antioxidant. One thing that I did want to touch on throughout the article is she says that there's 9 benefits that she talks about. So I'll mention all of them, and I might talk just a little bit about a few of them. She says that number 1, it may help treat heart failure. So with each topic she talks about, what I really liked about the article is she will give study cases about that topic, like treating heart failure. She gave 2 different study cases. One of them was with a group of 640 some odd people, and how half of them were on CoQ10 for like a year or 2 years, and the other half were not. And the people that were on CoQ10 for that long period of time, they were in the hospital less for heart problems, and they seemed to improve actually with their heart failure problems. The second thing she touches on is that it could help with fertility. And the third thing she talks about is how it can help keep your skin young. Now, I have this in a pill form, but you can buy CoQ10 as a topical also, is my understanding. And so it will help with your skin. It'll protect you from UV rays from the sun. She talks about how it helps with wrinkles even, has a potential to. She says the fourth thing, it could reduce headaches for people who have headache problems or migraine problems. The fifth thing is it will help with exercise performance. I feel like I can attest to that. I definitely have seen my performance go up when I'm on CoQ10. The sixth thing is that, and I didn't know this sixth thing, is that it will help with diabetes. I'm sure she's leaning more towards type 2 diabetes. She doesn't necessarily say that in the article, but my son is actually a type 1 diabetic, and so I was really interested to read that in her article. And the seventh thing was that it could play a role in cancer prevention. And I think that goes along with the skin protection thing. I'm sure she was mentioning that because of melanoma. Again, she doesn't say that in the article. She talks about other benefits for cancer prevention. And the eighth thing she mentions is that it's good for the brain. She talks about how the brain can get oxidative damage, and how that can lead to Alzheimer's, and CoQ10 can prevent or reduce that or slow down that oxidative damage. And I feel like that it helps me with my brain, helps me recall. I don't know, maybe that's in my head, but I feel like it's actually happening. And then the ninth thing she talks about is that it can protect the lungs. And again, that goes back to the oxidative damage on an organ. So my stance on this, obviously you see that I have this. So my stance on this article, or this topic, I should say, is that I think she's right. I've read other people's view and discussion about CoQ10 and the benefits, and a lot of them touched on the same ideas. And obviously I'm taking it myself pretty regularly because I believe that it is beneficial to me. And she talks about that too. She talks about how ultimately CoQ10 will benefit your health. And so I think something to think about is, if CoQ10 is going to benefit your body so much, think about all the other vitamins and supplements that not only you can get from food, but that you can take yourself in the pill form that could also benefit you. And I would encourage anybody to read up on any supplement they're taking or they're thinking about taking, so that they know what it's going to do to their body. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this.